Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the Lag Spike Incorporated. Hello, 'tis I, Unlurk. You couldn't possibly be lurking. I just started. There's no way you could have lurked. Hello, how are we? You did not miss your streak. Oh no, okay. So you were lurking. Okay, I feel you. I'm picking up what you're putting down here. I got you. Okay. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. Jesus. That's fucking impressive. I'm not gonna lie. That's fucking impressive. I was gonna say, it was literally like 5 o'clock in the morning for you when I started streaming. So that's kind of cray-cray. That is crazy behavior. I am not worth missing sleep for. Okay? To be clear, not worth missing sleep for. Or at least my stream is not worth that, okay? Just to be clear. Anyway, welcome back. Your phone goes to D&D, right? But if it's on D&D, how'd you get the notification? Yeah, huh? Oh, yeah. All right, we need... You had a feeling that I would be streaming? Well, we haven't missed a day yet, so, you know, there's a good shot of it. We need to make some scaffolding. There's a very good shot of it. I genuinely have no idea. I've lost track of how many days this has been now. I know at the very least it has been since the 16th of September, I think, is so far how long we have been streaming. Because I'm pretty sure we streamed every single day of Hardcore Handoff. Although, I think one day I did play PoE. God, why is it so fucking loud? Holy shit. It's about that time, I think. Hold on. I might be able to see here. Based on the scrolling, I think it is at least 22 days. Like, based on notifications and stuff. So, that's pretty cool. Almost at a full flippin' month of streaming daily. For me, that's fucking impressive. I just want you to know. That is fucking impressive. And whenever we stop, getting to a new PB is going to be a hell of a thing, just so you know. Like a very difficult task whenever we do decide to stop. Obviously, the longer I go, the more difficult that task becomes, but still having a good time, so I have no reason right this second to stop. Hell, we may even go until the next Hardcore Handoff. Stream that every day. I don't know. No idea. Never stop. Well, I know for a fact that that's not in the cards. At some point, I will take a promotion at work. They will offer me a position, and it will become very hard to stream regularly. But until then, I think we're probably pretty good. Pretty good. Stream from the office. Yeah, it doesn't really work like that. Doesn't really work like that. I mean, technically, I am streaming from the office right now, but it's my office and not, you know, the work office. So, technically, I have met what you are telling me to do. Technically. All right. We have many scaffoldings to make here. Can tell I got a little bit of sleepy voice right now. Little bit of sleepy voice, and that's okay. You too? Yep. I slept like a fucking log last night, but I didn't until... I didn't go to bed until Gex started trying to showboat, and then I kind of left because I'm not a big fan of the showboating, but... You know, if it works for him, it's fine. I'm just not a fan. I don't like when people do it, and I will never do it myself. So, I went to bed after that. There's something about it, you know, to each their own. Obviously, I have no judgments on like what people decide to do. It's just not something that I ever can. Like, I know that I am like a good builder to an extent, right? Yeah, I did go to bed. The second he switched off of Hardcore Handoff and went to go show his world, that's where I left. Like, I love watching him stream his world, don't get me wrong. I just didn't want, like, I stayed up just for that. So, like, the second he was done with that, I was like, okay, I can go to bed now. Is what it is. Yeah, it was like around, I don't know, midnight or something when I went to bed. To me, though, if you have to say how good you are and constantly show how good you are, you've kind of lost the point. At least that's how I feel about it. So I always just try to be as humble as I can because I know there's people that are way fucking better at this game than me. I know I'm not, like, I'm probably in the middle of the pack or whatever, but to me, it's just so odd. Like, at work, at home, in life, like, I just don't do it. Never have, never will. And that is also why it's taken me so long to get a promotion. Another promotion, I guess, because I did get a promotion, but... because I am not willing to kiss their ass, and so many of these companies want that. They don't really care if you can do the job or anything like that. They simply want to know if you will follow their orders to a T, and I won't. I'm going to tell them if their plan is shit, and they definitely do not like that about me. They definitely do not like that about me. Which is fair, you know, I get it. It is what it is. But yeah, we're back here in our long-term hardcore world. We are at, we're just about to crest a day 1400, so my title is actually kind of accurate. Unintentionally, by the way. I was just guessing what we were at. I thought we were at around 13 something, but I couldn't remember the exact number. So 1,400 days in here, and very quickly we are coming up to how many days we are in my other hardcore world, which is kind of fucking crazy. Especially because I don't feel like I've made a whole lot of progress. Do I place down signs on specific milestone days? I don't, but I'm not opposed to it. I always try my damnedest to get like done with a project before day 1,000, and it never really works. And then I'm like, oh, I'll just shoot for 2,000. But then like the amount of detail I keep putting in the project allows me to not hit day 2,000 anyway. So it's like, like 600 Minecraft days. Is there a chance we finish this in 600 Minecraft days? Maybe. I feel there is, but if we do, yeah, fair. If we do, though, it'll be a lot of effort. We'll have to make sure we are not sleeping very often, because if we don't sleep for roughly 600 days, that will give us effectively 10 more minutes a Minecraft day. The mountain is not getting done in 600. I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong on that. I think the mountain will absolutely get finished before day 600. I think the entirety of the project will not get done prior to that, though. Do a prediction? I don't know if you can do predictions that are like that long term, though, because you'd have to do like if I slept every night, right? That's 10 minutes a day. 10 times 6 is 60 times 60 is 600. So that's 6,000 minutes, which is like, I don't know, 600 hours or something. They don't. No, they don't. I believe once you do a prediction, it's like for that stream, and it has like an end set to it. 100 hours. Yeah, I can't math right now, apparently. So 100 hours of gameplay to finish just the mountain. We're going to finish the mountain. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that right the fuck now. Well, okay. We're going to finish the stone part of the mountain, I shall say. The stone part. I don't know for a fact that we will do all of the sand and moss within that time, but we will finish the stone part. Oh. We will finish the stone part. That'll be very easy. Because today, our plan is to make the scaffolding for the entirety of the mountain. And if we do that today, then it's only a matter of time until this is all completed. So I'm hoping we can get that done today. Started early, yep. Well, relatively early. This is actually like my normal starting time, around noon, 12:30, 1 o'clock. This is like actually my normal starting time. I just actually started at it today. So, that helps. That fucking helps for sure. I think we got to make this a little bit lower here. Took a break today? Nice. Played all the mods 10. Yeah, nice, nice. Very nice. Have a funny story to share? Yeah, go for it. What you got? Absolutely. You first. I was just going to say, I saw a video of them doing all the mods 10. They were like, can you beat all the mods 10 without a civ, without using a civ? And I have it in my watch later category, or whatever the fuck it's called. But I haven't watched it yet, but it sounded interesting. Oh, I've also never played all the mods 10, but it sounded interesting. What's a civ? I guess you need it. I think they're playing the Skyblock version of all the mods 10. And basically a civ is how you get all of the materials. You have to civ to get like any of your ores and any of your loot and all of that shit. And they're going to try to do it without the civ, I'm guessing. Like I said, I haven't watched the video yet. It's just in my watch later category, so I'm not sure on it yet, but it does sound interesting. And as long as the guy's voice doesn't annoy me, I look forward to watching it. If I turn it on and realize his voice annoys the fuck out of me, I will no longer be watching that video. It's sad to say, but that is the absolute fucking truth. That's how I determine if I'm going to watch a video. I'll give you 30 seconds. I will click on your video. I will give you 30 seconds. And if in those 30 seconds you annoy me, you scream even a little bit, I'm out. I will no longer be watching any of your content forever. I'm out. I will, literally go into the YouTube button and I will hit that one button that's like, don't recommend this channel. Yep, 100%. Do not send me this shit ever again. 100%. And even if it just happened to be that one singular video that you're yelling in, that I randomly selected because the title sounded good, sorry, you're still shit out of luck because I'm not watching any more of your content. So sorry. Not really. I'm not sorry, to be honest. If you wanted to redeem a parrot right now, now would be a good time, as there is one that has spawned right there. We could actually get you a parrot if you wanted one. Just saying. If you wanted it. I talked about it yesterday as well. I'm gonna make a couple different rewards for them as well. Like, one will be acquiring parrot, and it will be like a multi-level thing. So, like, 1, acquire parrot. 2, acquire name for parrot. Like, shit like that. And just, like, you have to do one before the other. I don't know. And then, like, give you, like, a badge for, like, collecting or something, maybe. Why don't the carrots despawn after you get them? The parrots. Once a parrot is tamed, it does not despawn. Ocelots, on the other hand, if you can tame it, but until you name tag it, it despawns. And I learned that yesterday, including the babies. You can make them breed together, the ocelots, and then even the baby will despawn if you don't name tag it. If you go within like 120 blocks away from it, it no longer is there and it will despawn. Once you pick up an axolot in a bucket, it doesn't despawn. Once you pick up an axolotl in a bucket, it does not despawn. picking it up in a bucket gives it the NBT data to keep it. So as long as you've picked it up at some point or name tagged it or both, it won't despawn. Ocelots are just fuckers, and I was trying to get a bunch of ocelots because, I don't know, I felt like having ocelots run around my city will be kind of cool. You can't really tame them. You can breed them, you can name them, you can't really tame them. They still run around like a fucking wildcat, which I kind of love, honestly. And once we have all of our mountains up and our barricades up, we'll definitely be allowing a lot of animals. Yeah, ocelot. They're cool. Come here. Come here. Come here. Not in your element today. Are we talking like oxygen, carbon dioxide, or sorry, no, oxygen, carbon, helium, nitrogen? Which element are we talking here? That's gonna be a weird thing right there. I can already tell you. It's gonna be fucking weird. Should have enough to do one more scaffolding here before we need to get more stone. You identify as argon. Interesting. 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 What element would I be? Mercury. I would think I would be Mercury because I react violently with certain things. Yes, that's what we're gonna go. Such as fucking terrible drivers. I react very violently with terrible drivers. You should see me just fucking screaming in my car when they cut me off and shit. You should see it. Yep, I will. I will also burn through people who identify as oxygen and or helium. The mercury and water reacts intensely violent. Intensely violent. I think we need to start lowering the footprint of this also. Alkyne, no, water. Water and mercury do not get along. They are very, very volatile. Very volatile. You put it in there, it starts like sparking and catches on fire and all sorts of crazy shit. I'm pretty sure it's that element anyway. I'm not 100% sure. Chemistry has been a long time ago for me, so it's gut feeling. Alkali metals, yeah, 100%. Look at that parrot down there. He's just waiting to join a tree over there. He's just waiting patiently. He's like, man, if I had a tree to sit on, this would be amazing. That and that panda over there that's also named Parrot, that needs to be named Parrot too. here waving a pizza. Oh, I know. I know you'll want to click that button. I know you like spending those points. You like saving those points, but I know you like spending those points too. I know. I wonder if there's a way to like gate reward somehow. Because that would be really cool. If I could have it where it's like, okay, get parrot is step number 1. Name parrot is step number 2. Get ocelot, name ocelot, you know, shit like that. I wonder if I could have like a sequential thing. I gotta look into that because that would be really cool. That would be really cool. No idea if it's possible or not, but it sounds really cool. Just want to fly over here real quick and take a gander from a distance and see what kind of monstrosity we are in for right now. Yes, funny story. You did not tell me. Go for it. Jesus Christ. This shit looks wild with this many scaffoldings. We got so many more to go, but oh god. What am I in for, dude? Thousands and thousands of blocks here, for sure. But it will also make sure that my villagers will be completely safe when I release them onto the city. Thousands. Try not to sleep as well, because, you know, 600 days does not feel like that many. But we can double the amount of time we get if we do not sleep or sleep as little as possible. So, I'm really trying here. What is your funny story? Iron make a device that needed quartz, which means I finally had to drag yourself to the nether. Okay. Shit. Almost just yeeted off there real quick. Yoted? No idea. I'm also thinking that that line is way too close now. And we might need to, like, expand that by, like, 20 blocks or so. I don't know. We'll see. Strongest armor, good sword, crossbow, backpack full of supplies. Okay. Waiting for the twist here. I am trying to lower the height of this mountain a little bit, just very gradually here too. It doesn't need to be 600 blocks fucking tall. Okay, yeah, I follow. Partner with some piglins. I'm wondering if we die here. Did you die? Uh-huh, yeah. I love the Minecraft music. It's so nice. It's so nice. I rarely get to listen to it as well, but decided today. Good day. Okay, slightly lower than that. We want to... I don't know how low. Well, shit. We have to worry about that. Like, we're still bigger than that, for sure. Yeah, it should be fine. Didn't want to die. Save my stuff. You jump into the lava. Well, that's not a great idea. Not a great idea. Died to lava, yeah, but all the mods should have a gravestone mod, right? So surely your stuff survived, right? I think we want to stay about this height for a little while because of the fucking trees that I made. If I don't, the trees will be taller than the mountain, and that's a bit of a problem. Just realized we are in ads as well. Let's wait for ads, I guess. Okay, we're back. You got a fire res potion with the gold. Took the potion, swam into the lava. He couldn't find your grave. Well, that's not a great sign. That's not a great sign. But your grave doesn't burn up, right? So as long as you don't mine the grave, it should be fine. Ocelot just spawned right there. Liquid seems to be your enemy. Did you accidentally break your grave and have it despawn? Or, I guess, catch on fire and not exist any longer? Crude oil. That's very crude and unusual punishment. No refunds. No refunds. God, it's so hard to get these at different levels, because if they are all the same level, it makes this very difficult. Okay. Did you end up losing all of your gear, or were you able to retrieve it at some point? This is a big-ass mountain here. We're going to have to go around with the fine-tooth comb and make sure that nothing can get out of our area as well. Because I want foxes to be able to run around here, and I kind of want them to be wild. did find it. You mix your grave with the key, teleports you to your grave. Oh, that's cool. They did not used to have that when I started playing modded back in the day, for sure. For sure. Shoot, I may have angered that Enderman, I'm not sure, just by looking through this block. So long trying to find it. Yeah. And nowadays, you don't have to break it, right? Like, the grave has an inventory, so you just, like, take it out of the grave and into your inventory, right? Because it used to be... you had to physically break the grave, and breaking the grave shot all of your stuff everywhere. And the potential to lose it was very, very high as a result of that. Very high. Hold on, I need to look something up real quick. What list of blocks Enderman can pick up? I gotta see what they can pick up. Drops, behavior, blah, blah, blah. Enderman can pick up the following blocks: cactus, clay, coarse dirt, rooted dirt, flowers, fungi, roots, grass, gravel, melon, moss, mud, muddy mangrove, roots, mushrooms, mycelium, nylium, podzol, pumpkins, red sand, sand, and TNT. What the fuck, bro? That is going to make this very hard. Put a bunch of gravel to dry it up. Ah, that's not how it usually goes. Bars, yeah. It's gonna make whatever I do here and here need to have material. Oh shit, we're using a lot of mud. We're using a lot of mud. God damn it. That's bad. That's bad. Oh, that's gonna be really, really obnoxious. I want you to know. So it's farther away, so it should still look bigger. Hollow with torches underneath. Yep, just like we did in Hardcore Handoff. Yep. Yep, 100%. Keep falling in. Yeah, that'll do it too. We'll do it. We're gonna have to use I genuinely feel like I should flatten this area and start over with it, because I don't know what I want to do with it, and I also don't know if I want to extend it over there with the mountain behind it, which I don't know. We somehow are extending this even though we have a harsh boundary now, so that is a fucking problem. The more I extend this, the less likely I'll be able to finish it anytime soon. But part of me really wants to. Like, I think it would look really good if we just had an island in the middle of our mountain range with like kind of another island on the other side. I think that would be kind of cool. But requires a lot more work to do that for sure. For sure. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably going to end up doing it, but just got to hem and hoe around with it for a little while there. Hem and hoe. Bigger the better. Hold on. I got to look up what that one is. I got to look up what that one is. Well, it'd be a really easy choice, as this world only has one project right now. Granted, the project is big, but yeah, you could. Who could? Like, I guess if you were to do that, we would make the line from here to here, fill all of this in, smooth all of this shit out. And then, yeah. You want to see me finish it? We're getting there. We're getting there. We're making a lot of progress. Like, even though this doesn't seem like a lot of progress, me just making this big-ass wall here is actually a tremendous amount of progress, just so you know. Let's fly over here and see. Yeah, like, we still got more to go, but that right there, the big-ass tree right there, that is one of, I don't know how many I'm going to make of them. And it's not done yet because I didn't do all the leaves or anything like that. But it's one of like probably 10 big-ass trees that I'm going to put in this area somewhere. I think probably like 5 to 10 is how many I'm going to make. And obviously, we'll finish it. We'll add more of the branches. We'll add more of the leaves. You know, we'll do all of that stuff. It is a tree, but we only did like one branch so far. Right here pretty much is the only branch that's finished. So we still need to add a shitload of leaves up on this. And thicken the branches and, you know, all of that shit. But it will be a tree, yes. Will be a tree. I don't know. I like the idea of having a big world tree in here somewhere to tell a bit of a story. I like the idea of it. So at least one, but like these will be here before the mountains have, you know, or they came here before all of the villagers moved in and sought passage here. It could also be made out of a different type of wood. Yes, absolutely. I do want to make at least one of these trees that's like quote unquote dying. So we'll use a lot of acacia wood. A lot of acacia. I used to play a lot of modded. Nowadays, I don't play too much of it anymore. I think I was playing Reclamation for a little bit, but the person I was playing with it got like really busy in real life. So I kind of stopped playing that, and maybe we'll pick that one back up at some point. But Reclamation seemed pretty cool because there's a lot of grind, and I like that. And before that, I was playing Vault Hunters, and I really enjoy that because I enjoy Path of Exile, and it's inspired by Path of Exile. So I had a lot of fun with that as well. But they don't hold my attention as regular modded or as regular Minecraft does, to be honest. They never have. I'll get an itch every once in a while, and I'll play for, 20, 30, 40 hours kind of thing. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I just want to go back to my big hardcore world, Like, I just want to make progress on my world. This is kind of weird. I think we got to get rid of that so that we can connect to there also. Because it looks fucking weird with where it is right now. So let's do that. As it stands in Minecraft, I don't know if you know this, but in the base vanilla game, there are roughly 1,600 blocks that are placeable and obtainable. Already, this is a lot of blocks, so adding more doesn't actually help me because there is already a tremendous amount of the blocks. Because I don't have any issues making any of that. I have issues with, like, with using them all, I guess. Like, I think we've actually reached a point now where there may be too many options. There may be too many options. Some are ugly, though. I feel like very, very few in vanilla Minecraft are unattractive blocks, to be honest with you. Very, very few. Alright, good. Now that connects better. Much better. Still got quite a bit. Hate the look of cobblestone? It depends where you use it, right? It depends where you use it. So, like, for example, I'm using it in this wall here, and we need to go back and add some mossy into this as well. But if you just use it sparingly and, like, for a bit of detail with other stones, it looks fine. By itself, yes, absolutely, it looks horrible. But when you mix it into stuff, you can barely even tell. That I don't know how to fix this. This is weird. I do need to fix this somehow. Like, it's like too weird. Just need to look at it for a second. Yeah, right. These two, one faces this way and one faces that way. So this one probably needs to face diagonally so that it hits both axes, would be my guess. Delicious. Be my guess. We do have 3 Jschlatt as well. Not to be tamed or anything like that, but they are named. So we have Samose, Mimoi, and Katsui Bushi. And I made those yesterday. As I was experimenting with them, with Jschlatt, to see how they work. Which I don't like how they work, but it's fine. Shit. Whoopsie doodle. Coming in for landing. There we go. We would have had a fourth ocelot, but I accidentally renamed one of them instead of hitting the other one with the name tag. So we did lose one of them. There was Katsui Bushi, and there was also Mitsushi Bushi. So Mitsushi Bushi no longer exists. Because it despawned, because that's how cats work. Mitsubishi? No, not Mitsubishi. He is not a car. Not a car. Or an AC unit. Yeah, that too. Doggos. If we have any bones, we should definitely give them some bones. Oh yeah. I think you use bones to breed them, I assume. Use them to tame them, so logic dictates that's probably a thing, right? It's not bones? Oh. What is it to tame them then? Oh, it's got to be meat then, right? It's got to be like meat? Do you think it's beef? Do you think it matters what kind of animal? Let's try beef. Let's try beef. To be more specific, we're going to try ground beef, though. And I guess we'll also try pork chops. Let's just see if potentially... It's 5 and 4. 5 and 7. If we find any more, we'll get rid of them. Alright, let's get a couple more cows, just in case. I don't know why there's so many animals in this area also. Like, I know this was a farmland at one point, but it was a long time ago. I'm also not looking forward to this bit of the project. God, that looks majestic as fuck. How do you use... You have to smelt the ancient debris. Put it in the furnace. Do you take raw beef? You do. Did that make baby? Hey, made a baby. Hey. Nice. What about bones? Why don't you take bones? Do only wild dogs take bones? That's interesting. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Interesting. Very interesting. Yep, and then you take the netherite scraps and combine them with gold ingots, and that's how you get netherite ingots. What is that? Oh, it's a block of stone. It looked like it could have been a skull. Somehow. I thought like a creeper got supercharged and, you know, blew his load, I guess. 4 scraps plus 4 gold ingots equals 1 netherite ingot. Somehow I know that, even though I don't even use netherite at all. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I just outlaw it, because I just can't be fucked to go and mine for it. Usually you have to use TNT and the nether here in order to find any of it, and it's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Hey, we landed it. Nice. Oh, I gotta switch legs. Oh, God. I always, like, kind of sit in a weird crisscross applesauce where I put my foot underneath me while I'm sitting, basically. And every once in a while, it gets a little stiff. Little stiff. Because I'm getting old. That's how it goes. Older you get, the more stiff you get. More you really need to stretch, and the less that I actually do. So, yeah. That's the simple bare necessities right there. And what's worse is, like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because I know what I'm not doing and what I should be doing. And I'm like, nah. I kind of feel like having a James Bond marathon. Like I kind of want to watch every single James Bond movie. At least the Craigs and the Connerys. Knows what to do with it, but won't do it. Yep, you bet your ass. I also call it being as stubborn as a mule. My like heritage is German, and in my experience, German are some of the most stubborn, bullheaded people on the fucking planet. Refuse to budge no matter what. No matter the odds, refuse to give in. They could know they're wrong forever. And there's something about it that we just are like, nope, fuck you. We're not giving in. We definitely do that quite often. We gotta get rid of these. Gotta get rid of the corner here. Or else I'll feel like, I can build on the corner. And then, you know, you can't. Okay, this night we are definitely going to sleep away. Because rain and a whole-ass forest do not mix well. Thunder and a whole-ass forest do not mix well. We're going to sleep this night. If it's not raining, I'm probably not going to skip it. But yeah. Oh, God, I can't get over this. how much I like seeing this, by the way. The little parrot just in the trees off the corner of your eyes sometimes. I love it. Oh, we got ads. We'll be back in a minute 30. All right, we're back from ads. Jesus, so that was quite the sneeze. We may even redo this tree also. Thank you. I don't know. We'll finish it, see if we like it, and if we can't get it right, then we'll rebuild it. But we're a ways from that. So I think we still need to build. Probably playing it nice. I feel we need to build another, let's say 150 of these spider frames, basically. These templates that tell me where the mountain is going to go. I think we need close to 150 more. And I'm sure you're asking, like, what do you mean 150 more? Where the hell are you going with this mountain? You'll find out. You'll find out. We float too. So, start the countdown. We got 149 more to go. Start the countdown. Yeah, even just doing the scaffolding like this is going to take a hot second here. Asinine, yep. We actually, so I was going to show you, but we actually can't see it on this render distance. I guess I could turn it up. We're already up to 28 chunks. Let's try 30. Can I see it? You can't see it at 30 chunks. Oh, God. How about 32? You can't see it on 32 chunks. But right there is the other shoreline. You can see it way the fuck in the distance. And then over here, there's another mountain. It's going to go all the way around this river and connect to that other mountain. The fact that we can't see the mountain, though, at 32 chunks away is kind of crazy. This base is a lot bigger than I thought it was. And this wouldn't be the first time I've said that. Because I have expanded this base technically like 6 times now. We'll probably expand it another 10 times. Even though there's a harsh boundary around it now. We can't fucking help ourselves, though. We can't. We're just like, ooh, piece of candy. We can make this so much bigger. I just need... So, here's the thing. I need to, like, hold off on the expansion until or unless it is, like, redeemed. I think is what we need to do here. I need to not expand without points being exchanged for it, and then I can blame it on you guys and be like, ah, damn, you know, we were so close to finishing, cough, cough, but then they expanded the project by another 50 blocks. That's what I need to do. I need to maintain plausible deniability so I can blame you guys. Shit. Out of stone. Maintain plausible deniability. What? I didn't mean to make it this big, and then some Twitch chat viewers bullied me and used a channel redemption point to make the base larger than I was going to make it. Like, it's not my fault. It's the Twitch chat's fault. Shouldn't have done that. Shit. Damn it. That was bad. That was bad. Alright. Let's keep going. Dude, ocelots are spawning like fucking crazy, by the way. Since we did that strip over there, ocelots are just spawning their asses off. And also, probably because we cleared a shitload of trees, but... Always Twitch chat's fault. Yes, now you're getting it. Maintain plausible deniability here. And even though I made the reward to begin with, we get to blame you. That's how this works. That's how this works. I think this corner is going to be fucking weird as well, by the way. But we'll cross that bridge whenever we get to it. Technically, this jungle is not part of the project, by the way. Like, getting rid of this jungle is not part of the actual project. Technically. I'm more so doing that because I need leaves, I need wood to make the trees, and I want a lot of pandas and parrots, so I'm trying to give an easy way to obtain both of those things. So, technically, the jungle is not part of that. Okay? Yes, we're going to tear down the whole jungle, but it's not part of the project. I'll make that clear. It's not part of it. Yeah, it's going to be fucking weird right there. That's fine. Turning is difficult. Maybe that could be the expansion. Like, turning this into a farm of some kind by ensuring we get rid of the whole jungle. Maybe that could be like part of the expansion. Also, expanding this island could be part of the expansion. I don't know. If it gets redeemed, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess, and then we'll outline the parameters of what we are expanding. Cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. Where's my beautiful Minecraft music? Hello? Why did you stop playing? Video's still playing. Oh, weird. In the Minecraft soundtrack, apparently there just is no sound for like fucking 10 minutes. The fuck? Wait, why did I just fly away? That was dumb. That was dumb. Yeah, if we're able to achieve this today, though, and I hope that we are, because it is a lot of stone, this will give me a lot of motivation, because I'll be like, okay, we have a finish point now. The project can only be this big, and we know where it's going to end. Right now, without this, we're kind of lost in the sauce. We're like, well, there's no wall there. We can expand as much as we want at will. It doesn't matter, right? But with this here, it gives me like a concrete guess what, buddy? That's it. Which I think we need. Because, stubborn. So I feel like we do need that. Feel like we do need that. This, where do you go? Here. I think I need that in real life too, honestly. It's just every now and again I need to give myself a hard stopping point. Draw a line in the metaphorical sand, basically, and be like, this is the stopping point. There is no crossing this stopping point. Right here, that's it. No matter what. And I definitely don't do that, but I think I need to do it more. With projects in Minecraft, with real life, I think I just need to do that a lot freaking more. Because we get into this a lot. Should have been stone. Maybe because although they want to draw a definitive line like myself, they want that line to be able to kind of be crossed at will. I feel like is the real answer there. So they're not doing it in granite. They're not doing it in stone. They're not ensuring that it lasts forever. They're doing it so that, like, the world can know, hey, I have made this very clear. I will not cross this line, except maybe I will cross this line at some point for some reason. I feel like we left it open. But I do agree, yes, it can absolutely be washed away. You can draw a new line in the sand. It's not very difficult. It's just so that we can always push the boundary, push the envelope of what we want. But I would agree if we were to say it, like draw a line in the stone, well, that takes a lot more fucking effort, right? We gotta get the drill out. We gotta drill into the stone. Got to get the saw out. We got to cut into the stone. Like, it's a lot more permanent. Like my tattoos, for example. A lot more fucking permanent. And I think that's why we don't do it. Because everyone has a line that they will go to at some point, and it's up to you, your character, and how you were raised to determine if you will ever cross that boundary that you set. But it's still a line in the sand because it can always be washed away, which I think is kind of accurate. Where the fuck did they get Podzol from? Oh, I know. State of Flux? Yes, exactly. They got Podzol from over there, by the way. They literally stole it from where I was growing spruce trees a long time ago. Fucking rude. Goddamn rude. Yes, personalities and characteristics are a fluid. They are not a solid, for sure. There's a kink in the pipe. Guess what? Liquid can still flow through the pipe. Sure, they may be met with a little bit of resistance, but enough perseverance either erodes the pipe completely or you come through the other side with your liquid. I think the same is true of personalities. In literature, a characteristic is always something that is defined as, this is a guarantee no matter what. Like let's use Tom Sawyer as a example here. Tom Sawyer is always a trickster. That is one of his characteristics. It's not something that can ever be eroded because in all of the books that talk about Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer, he does not waver. That's why we have character arcs. Yes, 100%. 100%. Oh, you bitch. All right, now we gotta sleep because they are interfering with my ability to build over there. I mean, I guess I could just pull out the bow and shoot them, but don't feel like it. I also don't even know where they are. Is that far enough away that they despawned? Interesting. Yeah, but in real life, I don't believe characteristics are so set in stone. Because you never know what you are capable of if you are put in the wrong situation, right? You don't know if you're going to walk away, if you're going to bend your rules, if you are going to completely fold and neglect your rules. You don't know if you're going to adapt a new set of rules, a new set of beliefs based on circumstance. You have no idea. You have no idea. And I think it's very weird that we call them characteristics because of that. Because in the definition, it literally is like a fact of who someone is. And it's not accurate. It's not a fact. It's a temporary fact until they die, I would say. Once they die, once the person no longer exists, then I would say it is a characteristic. But during the course of their life, while they're still alive, I don't think that is a guarantee. Yes. Yes, 100%. I do think we need to redefine that, though, because far too many books just classify it as that, and it's not. It's just not. If we expand this, we'll have to dig that out. I just realized that. I don't want to do that. I hate digging in water. I don't know if you know this about me, but I fucking hate digging in water. Draining water, hate it. Hate it so much. Which is really shitty because we're going to need to build our guardian farm at some point, and I don't want to do that either. Hypocrisy difficult to call out? Yes. Agreed. Because you don't know what the circumstances are that changed that made him like, oh, let's use Batman for a fucking example. You know, Two-Face. He was the pinnacle of good, but enough bad circumstances caused him to change his morals, to redefine what his morals are. But before those bad circumstances, it was really easy for him to remain good. The pinnacle of all that was good, in fact. But pushed over the edge just enough, now his ideals have changed. What he used to know has changed. Who he used to be has changed. It's also why the line is there, right? You don't know until you are pushed to that line what kind of character you actually have. When everything is going well, it is very, very easy to choose the right thing. When everything is in shambles, it is very difficult to stay the same course that your morals have prepared you for. Very, very difficult. Very difficult. And obviously that, you know, Batman is a very extreme case here because there was the Joker who cornered him into doing it. Kind of, right? I mean, it was still his choice in the end, but still, he decided that in the face of everything going wrong, he would choose to ignore who he was. Which I like. It's also why it is one of my favorite movies. Anytime a movie makes you think like that or can provoke some kind of thought-forming action, I love that. I need a water. Hold on. Oh, I still have coffee. Never mind. Hey, I'm going to have a sip of water too, actually. Takes two to tango, yes. Well, yes and no, I guess. Yes and no. Because even if something bad did not happen, your character was not tested at all, I still feel like you could choose to tango on your own in that regard. Do feel like you could still choose that on your own without any other involvement. I believe that that case is probably far less likely, but likely nonetheless. It's a lot of stone, man. We can see the mountain, though, finally. Look at that. Beautiful. God damn. This is so much. I make no promises that we finish this today, by the way. I make 0 promises. Because right here, we're going to have an issue that I don't quite know how to resolve yet. Like, once we get over there, it's fine. But right here, it has to come back this way. So it's going to be a very... I can't think of the word. Like a very harsh point that we're going to make right there. And I don't know how to solve that. Like, the two are going to come in tandem with each other almost immediately. So we'll have to make something weird there, too. Have to make something weird. Jesus Christ, dude. You can't see the other part of the mountain like that. To me, this is what you would I guess I would have to consider this a mega base at this point. Like, it's like 800 blocks by 800 blocks from, you know, tip to tip of mountain. Like, I think we have to consider this a mega build at this point, though I don't really want to. I don't know, I guess we could ask ChatGPT and see what it defines as a quote-unquote mega build. See if we are in that range. What would you call a mega build? I think you have to go by size, right? And I would say anything more than like maybe a 200 by 200 area is probably a fucking mega build. But I have no idea. Like, it could be bigger than that. It could be smaller than that, I guess. And I think that also depends on the player, too. Like, if all you build is things that are 800 blocks by 800 blocks, is it a mega build or is it just a normal build for you? No idea. Could be both, I guess. I don't know. We could AI get the answer, I guess, and see. We could trust the AI. Like, we fall under that category because for me, almost all of our builds are this size. Yeah. But if, let's say you're used to building a 20 by 20 house, and you're like, I'm going to build a castle that's 100 by 100. That, I guess, is a mega build for you, right? We need to repair our elytra very soon here. So we'll have to go scrape some iron out and trade that. I don't know. Be curious what other people's takes on that are. Because there are people in the chat who have definitely called this a mega build. But I don't know that I consider it to be one. Like, there's no doubt it's a lot of blocks, but how many blocks does it need to be? Or is it a time thing? Is it a size thing? Is it a scale thing? I don't know. No fucking ideas here, man. No goddamn idea. Too sleepy. Yeah, I'm in a weird state of frame of mind right now. I just realized. Oh, we got ads. Let's be right back. Minute 30. Be right back. Okay. 4, 3, dos, uno. We're back. Back. Got up, stretched, used the restroom in Dutch real quick. Good to go. I just realized one more thing, by the way. This build does have to get a tiny bit bigger than what it is. Just a little bit. So this right here, this corner, kind of needs to connect to there, that corner. And then there needs to be like a bay over here, I think. Yeah. I think that will be the last connection that we make. If not, because I think we're going to go that way. Like when we finish this build, everything has to be connected. I think we go that way. There will be like an arch there, and I think we go that way. There's no really way to connect via water. So I don't know if we do that as well. Don't know. What I do know is, god damn on this scaffolding. Look at that shit. That's crazy sauce. We need more stone. Oh, we should heal our stuff first, I guess. So let's grab some iron. God, there's a lot of creepers here. Holy moly. If they fall from that height, they should be not a problem for us. Let's get down to business. Oh my god, the mobs. Du-du-du-du-du. Holy crap, they're everywhere. What are we gonna do? Sorry. Singing Mulan over here. Let's go ahead and get us some XP and heal our Elytra at the very least, and potentially our hoe, aka your mother, and my shovel. At the same time. Maybe the axe too. Maybe the pick. Got that healed. Beautiful. Ayo. Yes. Nice. Alright, is that all of them since it is not day and none of them will refresh their trades? Yes, it is. Got everything pretty well healed-ish. Let's go pick up some carrots as well, just because I know we're going to need them at some point here in the near future, and I'd rather have them now than have to come back. Pack up, go home, you're through. How could I make a man out of you? I like Mulan. It's a great movie. Oh, we bought 4 too many carrots. Oh, wait, hold on. Helio? There we go. There we go. There we go. I really need to finish this house, too. We kind of are leaving things half finished all over the damn place right now, and that's a problem. For future me, not for current me. Dude, it's fucking raining again. Why? Why? No. Bad. If it doesn't rain, I have no issue not sleeping. But the rain is dangerous with all of our trees, for sure. Why? Rain, danger-eye. Danger rain. Danger rain. Some say dry and others feel the pain. Danger rain. If you know that song, I'm sorry to tell you, you are also old. Also very old. Older than Google, in fact. I am also older than Google. Which I like saying. For some reason, I like saying that. Yes. Google existed like 2000-ish. Something like that. Something like that. '98. Oh, wow. Even worse. Even fucking worse, man. Even fucking worse. Eat the stack of 3 carrots so that we don't have 2 stacks of carrots. We did get a little too many carrots, you know. I do think I'm going to use probably this inventory worth of stone, and then maybe we'll do something else for a little bit, just so I'm not going nuts with all this stone placing. I still don't know what the hell we're going to do when we get over there. Like, we're going to have to really figure that out, because obviously it's going to come to a very, very non-delicate point. It's going to be very, very up. Very upright. And dangerous. How can I... So we'd probably do like one more here, and then we do one right there, and we'll just have to merge the two together, I guess. I'm not really sure. We don't have too many harsh corners like that, so it makes this very difficult to do. Because all the rest of the corners are pretty fucking smooth, though. That's a little too big. Little too big. Hi, Panda Warrior. Panda! So I guess we do one more here, and then we try to merge those together in hopes that it just works out on the first try without me having to do anything about it. That's the goal. Let's hope it works. Where's my Minecraft music also? What the fuck? He got broads in Atlanta? What? What? What the hell did I say that triggered that? Twisting Dope, Lean, and Fanta. I don't know who sings those lyrics, to be honest. Credit cards and the scammers. Now, I don't know who sings that lyric. Who sings it? Who sing? It's a song called Panda? I have no idea who sings that. I've never heard of it, I don't think. Designer. That name doesn't ring a bell to me. Does not ring a bell. Only heard one song by them, and it was Panda. Interesting. Alright, I guess we start, like, here-ish, then? Or, no. We gotta try to match the point, right? So, if we kind of level this with the point, which is, like, here. Went viral in 2016. No idea. No idea. How are we going to get these two to align? I don't know how to get these two to align at all. Like, we got to just keep going up like this and hope that at some point they interconnect. And it looks like we are pretty damn close here. Ha! Look at that first shot, first try. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Yeah. It's a very harsh point right there, but it needed to be done. If we get near this skeleton horse, is it going to do the thing? Is it going to summon? No, it didn't. Interesting. Armadillos. Hello. I always forget about armadillos. I always forget about those lads. I know that they're relatively new to the game, but I forget about them every time. Every time. W Gamer, you bet your sweet ass. Oh, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. I withdraw my statement. Default passive aggressive right there. Let the record show. I have no way of knowing whether or not anyone's ass is or is not sweet. For legal reasons. I have no way of knowing that. If you do, good for you. Congrats. I don't know. Some weird shit just comes out of my mouth sometimes. All right, there we go. That should work. Damn, that looks crazy. Enderman, Enderman. Why? Why must you do this? Why? In my old vanilla world, I used to hang their balls. Like I would make signs and talk about how I castrated them and stuff. I'm pretty sure I still have that world. Yeah, no, I for sure have the world actually. But I used to, every time I caught an Enderman doing that, stealing my blocks, I would kill them. And then I would frame their balls in the city square for the other Endermen to see. For them to know the fear that comes with potentially stealing my blocks. And then I would put like a notice of intent with their framed ball as well. Like, you are on notice for stealing the king's blocks. All caught stealing the king's blocks will lose their head and their balls. You know, something along those lines. Something along those lines. And it didn't help at all. Like, obviously, you know, Endermen are still going to steal your blocks no matter what. So it didn't help even a little bit, but it made me feel better about it because it was like, if you are bold enough to try, you will be beheaded. You will lose your head. You will lose your manhood. Just as like a severe warning to them. Do not mess with me. Don't do it. I think I ended up framing like 10, 15 of them or some shit. It's funny. Very funny. Also, do melons actually grow in the jungles? Like, in real life, do melons grow in the jungle? Because I always found that weird that melons are in the jungle here. And I think it's a vintage beef thing, but yes, really. They have big seeds, but they grow in the jungle? Like a thick, dense-ass jungle? So you're telling me on a summer's day when I go to the local grocery stores and I pick out a watermelon, it is from the jungle? Is that what you're telling me? No. Okay, we are getting the fuck out of here. There's way too many mobs. I'm not. I know what the clip is, obviously, but the subtitle of that clip says "Foul Viking Night clip slash honest little vampire seems good." By the way, is what that says. Honest little vampire seems good. What the fuck is that link? Like, what the shit? Like, what? What are we talking about? That's gotta be random too, is the funnier thing. Like, what? So grapes in the wild have seeds. The ones we eat do not have seeds. That's not true. I oftentimes will buy grapes that have seeds in them. I don't always buy seedless grapes. Watermelons I absolutely buy without seeds, but grapes, sometimes I do get seeds. Thompson's seedless variety of grapes. I don't think my grapes are Thompson grapes, the ones that I have in my fridge right now. I feel like there's some other brand of grapes. Don't know, but I don't think they're Thompson. Are all green seedless grapes Thompson? Because I currently have green seedless grapes in my refrigerator, and I don't think that they are Thompson grapes. Unless that's the variety and not the brand, I guess. That could be too. That could be as well. The fuck is a viticulturist? What the hell is that? The person who bred them to be seedless. A viticulturist. What? I got a name for fucking everything now. It's fucking weird. Fucking weird, man. Viticulturists are people who specifically grow grapes. Never heard that term before. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, there's another parrot right here. Look at this. He's looking for a home. Look at this lad. He's untamed. So majestic. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Too bad. Oh, there's another one. Too bad. So sorry. You're going to be stuck in this forest forever until you despawn. I'm so sorry. So sorry. We call the seeded grapes by a different name. Interesting. I'm sorry, parrot. No one wants to adopt you. I'm so sorry. The black plum? I definitely don't know it by those names for sure. The black plum. Yeah, I definitely don't know it by that name. As soon as we go out of this area, by the way, those two parrots will despawn and be forever erased from this world. No chance to be immortalized. No chance to watch the builds unfold. No chance at ever getting to see in a tree and just experience what's happening around them. Gone forever, lost to time. It's a shame. It's a shame. You will be missed, Monsieur Parrot. You will be missed. Oh, Lord, he's drowning. Look at, he's drowning. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. Oh, he saved himself. For now. Probably shouldn't do that, sir. No one's going to save you. They have the potential, but no one wants to save you. Good luck, Parrot. You as well. You're not in as dire of a situation as that lad, but good luck. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Can I get some 07s in the chat for the parrots that chat did not say? Wow, you heartless bastard. You heartless bastard. He's not even dead yet, and you're already wishing him sweet, sweet parrot death, dude. That's fucked up. How dare you? How fucking dare you? I feel like the... God, what is the name of that comic? I watch you in your dreams. I feel like the ASPCA, they have these awful commercials that play these melancholic songs that like really get you to be like, shit, I am going to adopt all the doggos. The saddest fucking thing. I need that for these parrots right now. That's what I need. Oh, the other one has jumped off his tree and he has decided to take a swim. Unfortunately, Minecraft parrots cannot swim. I'm having way too much fun with this. Way too much fun with this. It's a shame because you also do not have the tier 3 Viking emote, which is Viking Rage. There was no rage today. No rage. I'm going straight to hell. It's fine. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight to hell. God, they're both drowning now. This is so sad. For just 1,500 points, you could potentially save a parrot's life. Oh. For just 2,200 small channel points, you could save a parrot's life. For just over 4,000, you could save both of these defenseless parrots' lives, for them to live in the same tree in harmony forever. Never bothered by anything again. No chance that they that they succumb to the cruel reality of never existing ever again. Never having the Exodia effect where 1 minute they are alive and well, and the second their spirit is wiped off of the face of the earth as if nothing has ever happened. Right before these poor parrots, every time I build one of these pillars, risk the eternal damnation of purgatory. As we get further and further away here, building these columns up to the sky, their chance of survival lessens. Remember, parrots have a range. If I get more than 160 blocks away from these parrots, they will cease to exist forever. And we're almost out of stone as well, which is definitely further than 160 blocks away from these parrots. They do not have long left for this world. They dance together in perfect harmony, hoping for redemption. No, their eternal damnation on earth ends. Then their eternal damnation in purgatory begins. Tormented by dolphins wearing hats and Adolf Hitler with a pineapple shoved so far up his ass that he screeches like a vulture. That's the real terror and horror that waits on the other side. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in here. It's a crazy world out there. Oh, yes. All right. I'm done talking about the parrots until they meet their maker here in just a couple more pillars. I think they've got approximately like 4 minutes before they will despawn forever. That was pretty good for making that up on the fly. I just want you to know also. Had a story, had an ending, a beginning, a middle, a climax, and a wild card factor. It's great. Yep. All right. Parrots, I salute you. Yep. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Yeah, those things randomly mix together, and when they do, you're like, fuck. But at least we have saved the life of this parrot here. Never forget the day that Mr. Latte allowed 2 poor, defenseless parrots to perish in a horrible, horrible fashion. Somehow instant and also long-term slow death. You will have your moment. Oh. Or will you? We're going to sleep. Or will you? How did you get an emote that's so big? How did you get it? It's so big. How did you get that? It is fucking ginormous. Can you make emotes that big? I didn't know that. Bits. Oh, wow. The parrots lived, by the way. Somehow I flew more than 120 blocks away, and they're still alive. It doesn't show up as bits on my dashboard. Why don't I get an alert for it? Like, it doesn't show up in the dashboard. I guess we will play the biddy emote, though. Since it does, if it is bits, then. Maybe? If it plays? There we go. I don't know why that doesn't come up in my dashboard, though. It's very weird. Regardless, thank you so much for the biddies, then. Appreciate that, sir. I'll have to look into that and see if that is something that I have to enable or something. No idea. Are you fucking kidding me? It's raining. I literally sleep away the night and then it's fucking raining again. Fuck you, bud. Rude. Rude as shit, honestly. Get rid of some of these trees on the shoreline here so that we can actually build our... Oh, we're going to have another point here. Shit. Shit. I did not foresee that coming. Yeah, we're going to have another point that we need to have right here, I think. Right here. So this one has to be more on the... It's got to go tall, but it also has to go on the moving over side a bit more to connect these 2 peaks together. I like that emote, though. It's a really cool emote. They're not going to line up quite right, but that's okay. Dude, how is that parrot still survived? I thought for sure it would be despawned by now, and it's not. We even walked away quite a bit, and somehow it still exists. Both of them do. Yeah, clearly. Because normally that does not happen. On the plus side, we are getting pretty damn close. So we have to go all the way over here, all the way over there, then follow this line all the way over there. Don't know if we'll finish it today. Because I'm already getting a little antsy here from all of this stone placing just like this. So may want to break it up a little bit to avoid any potential burnout for doing something this crazy. Did you smelt all this stone? No. Almost every one of my pickaxes are silk touch. So when we mined out like this gigantic ass area, for example, we were getting stone and not cobblestone. Very little of it did I actually smelt. Very little. I prefer Silk Touch almost on everything instead of Fortune, to be honest. Because it's great for everything except for, like, Flint, right? Like, 9 times out of 10, I want grass instead of dirt. If I want dirt, I'll just go collect some dirt anyway. So, yeah. If I want gravel, though, Silk Touch, you don't need it for sand, if you don't need it for concrete powder, but I just feel like it's easier to have Silk Touch 99% of the time unless you actually need the thing that it gives you from not having Silk Touch. So I can think of one example in which I would want the unsmelted version rather than the smelted version, and that is with Deep Slate. But with Deep Slate, we don't mine it with a pick anyway because it just takes far too freaking long. Woo! Damn. I don't think I can land on that. I'm not skilled for that. Fuck. All right. Let's just land on here and we'll waste a few stone blocks. Sometimes just crashing into the side of the pillar you're making is much more reasonable than trying to land on it. Yeah, that was the first time I've fallen off one of these in quite some time, though. I guess I stopped holding shift or my shift button is breaking. One of those two things happened. Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's easier for me to just like face plant into the side where I have the ridges than it is to try to land on it. Definitely cooler if you can just land on it, but I have not now, nor have I ever been at the cool kids table, so. That would be a weird thing. First thing you did was bind the crouch key from shift to control? Really? I keep mine on shift. Keep mine on shift. But I bet you my run key is different than yours as well. Like, what's your sprint key? Because I keep you keep your sprint on shift. Yeah, I keep my sprint on R. Sprint is R. Sprint is always R. Which is weird, but it works. walk forward on mouse button 1. No, I play with WASD. Just WASD. Same thing with PoE2 as well, WASD. Though a lot of PoE2, my mouse controls the skills. Like a lot of the skills is on my mouse. And then some are on E and one's on R. And then obviously potions are on 1 and 2. WASD. Really? That's how everyone always refers to it usually. Maybe that's like an American thing or something. But I feel all the time we refer to it as WASD. WASAD. WASAD? WASAD. WASAD. No. WASAD. No. WASD. Very weird. Very weird. Just makes me think of like Waluigi for some reason. Wah! Fucking Waluigi. Hi, Mr. Creeper. Hello. It's fucking raining again, bruh. I'm gonna lose it. Why is it always raining in this world? It rains so freaking often. And then if you just sleep instead of letting the rain play out, it rains again. For whatever fucking reason. It just rains. It rains all the time. And I personally don't mind the rain, but it also fucks your compression up real hard because Minecraft is coded on, a toaster strudel. Nope, we're not allowed to do that at all, for sure. Not allowed to do that. Cheaty. We don't do that. No cheaty. I mean, we can easily go clear the weather by sleeping, so like you don't even need to do that. Yeah, we'll go sleep as soon as we are done with this pillar, but we're not gonna clear the weather with a command. Someone, this is a random thing. Someone at work the other day tried to show me, like they just recently became a grandmother, I think, and they wanted to show me pictures of their grandbaby, and I just was like, I don't want to see your kid. Like genuinely, like I'm not a big fan. I don't really want to see your kid. You got a dog to show me? I will look at the dog any fucking day. But if you want to show me your kid, I'm like, don't. I've got a big like aversion to that. I'm like, I'll pass. You want to see my grandkid? Pass. Hard fucking pass, dude. Especially because, like, when kids are born anyway, they look like aliens. Like, for the first, like, 2 months, they just look like fucking aliens. Like, I don't want to see your kid. I don't want to see your grandkid. Yeah. Not only that, but they don't look different from other children either. They all look the fucking same for the first, like, 3 months. Or 2 months, whatever it is. And it's like... I don't care, my guy. And I can't fake it. I can't act like, oh my God, look at this little bundle of joy. Isn't he fucking precious? I don't have it. I can't fake it. I can't fake it. Look how sweet and precious it is. Okay, great. And it's not a dog. Like, you show me a picture of a baby puppy, I'm on board. 100%. I am fucking on board. I am sold. Show me all the puppies, all right? Shit, show me a kitten. Show me a baby lizard. A baby duck that you got. I don't give a fuck. But you show me a child and I'm like, eeh. Just fucking pass a little bit. Hard pass. Like almost any baby animal, and I'm down. You start showing me a baby human though, I'm not down. And then that also gets me onto the topic of like, oh, our little Henry is 37 months old. No, he's fucking 3. All right? He is fucking 3. Don't come at me with this bullshit. He's 37 months old. He's 3. No. No. Stop counting months after 24. I think it needs to be before that, honestly. Like, I'm going to start counting my years in months. I'm fucking... I'm like 1,056 months old or something. Something like that. Let's start saying my fucking age in months. I don't know how accurate that is, but I have no idea how accurate that is. I'm winging that number real hard, but 22 months. I have never heard anyone be like, yeah, my little Henry is 22 months. The fuck? Why are we counting 22 months? What's the milestone on 22? For the record, what's the milestone on 15 as well? 18 and 24 kind of makes sense to me because it's like in intervals of 6 months. Those kind of make sense to me. 15 and 22, what? Why? For what? What are you on about? Little Henry is 15 months old. Okay. He's a little over a year old. Walks without support, imitates scribbling, makes a tower of 2 block cubes. I don't think all children can do that at 15 months old. I don't think that's a reasonable thing to say. And the size of them, they could be wearing 2-year-old clothing while they're, less than a year old. So I don't think you can do that either, right? I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about children. I don't really want to know, and I don't know. So take that as you will. It's a range from 12 to 18. Considered a soft limit. Beyond 18 is a red flag. A red flag for fucking what? Like, if the child has a learning disability? Like, what are we saying here? Development milestones. Based on whose assertion of this shit, though? I feel like this is one of those things where we lump a group of them into a category for an arbitrary reason to make people either feel worse or better about their child. And I don't fucking understand why. Like, I feel like this is one of those needless classifications that just does not or should not exist. Cerebral growth. I guess. I still think it's dumb, but... Is your child happy and healthy? Yes? Alright, then who cares? That's how I see it anyway. An actual problem with the brain. I don't know. It feels like some kind of fear-mongering as well, though. Because then you're constantly worried and trying to prepare them for this specific age range here. I don't know. It feels a little bit like fear-mongering. Don't love it. Don't love. Let's get rid of the ball. Yeah, and this sugarcane has been here for a very long time, and the fact that we are now chopping it down is kind of crazy. We're not going to have enough inventory space to get all of it. Okay. Let's fly, and let's... do we care about wasting this? I don't think I do. Not enough to fly back and forth. Let's just get rid of it. Yeah, we're just going to waste it. It's fine. It's fine. Evidence-based followed by pediatricians all over the world. Yeah, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. I get it. Do you think we have any stone in these chests? Sure do. Beautiful. Beautiful. Could make the argument about Big Pharma. I mean, they already control the fucking world. So, them and insurance and you name it, it's all kind of a big red flag in my book. I have zero research to support either, but all I can say is I am pretty damn convinced that insurance is a scam, a multi-trillion-dollar scam, basically. It does, yes, but it shouldn't. And then they treat it as like them doing you a favor. They're like, yeah. So guess what? Your insurance covered $17,000 of the $27,000 ambulance ride. That shouldn't ever be a thing, okay? That should never fucking be a thing. It's a scam. It's a hardcore scam. Especially car insurance. Car insurance is the worst. Like, don't get me wrong. Billing insurance, also bad, but car insurance, scam. Fucking scam. We got ads. I'll be right back in 2 minutes or whatever it is. Be right back. We're back. It was not pretzels this time. It was not pretzels. It was chips. It was chips. What kind? These. Crispy, round Tostitos plain chips. The regular, yep. It is, in fact, a regular kind, yep. Something about just plain chips I like. They're like a good snack on food. I like that. To be clear, I also don't have a solution to the whole insurance thing. I don't have a solution of any kind. But I know what they're doing and charging people is not a solution. So I do not know the answer. But I know what the answer doesn't look like, and it doesn't look like that. I know from like past experience just how much certain medications cost here in the States. And it's fucking wild how much they can charge you for a drug. Pay your own bills. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Insulin can cost more than that too, is the thing. More than that. But with insurance, it can cost $0. So you're telling me that it can be cost between $0 and $3,000 for something, for a life-saving drug that people actually need to survive, and they have to pay it no matter what? You're telling me that's the case? No way. No way. No way. I get you're in the business of making money, right? I understand that, and I respect it from a capitalist point of view. I understand that. But you also could make millions and millions of dollars, maybe not trillions like you're currently making, on marking it up 100 to 1,000%, but you definitely could mark it up by 50% and still make a lot of money. At some point, there's just a level of greed that is just unfactored. It is unfathomable, and it is just a lot. How much is too much, man? Most people, if they had $1 million, not billion, not trillion, $1 million, they probably could live the rest of their life relatively comfortable and unbothered. At $1 billion, you can basically spend as much money as you want and never run out. At $1 trillion, it's an unfathomable amount, and I don't know what you're doing with it. $30 here? Yeah, that's a reasonable price, I feel like. Let's say it costs, and I don't know the figures on this, let's say it costs $12 to make, right? I'm good with you selling it for $50, right? Genuinely. I am straight up good with you selling it for 4 times the cost as what it should be to make, right? cover the cost of you making it and then cover the costs of to get a little extra money in your pocket. I'm good with that from capitalism. But to be like, it cost me $12 to make, we're going to sell it for $2,000 is crazy. It's crazy. Like, what? It's actually crazy. Which way do I need to go from here? This way? Yeah. Like, genuinely. And people would happily pay it, too. If a company announced, hey, this product, not counting research, obviously, because research takes a lot of time, money, and effort that can't really be equated. But this product costs us $12 to make. We're selling it to you for $50. That's so that we can continue making it, so that all of our employees are covered, you know, all of that, and so that we can make a little bit of profit. I think if companies were like transparent and honest about it, people would only buy from that company and they would make so much money. So much. More than they'd ever need. How much is Tylenol? It ranges. You can get like, I think the smallest bottle is like 10 pills, which is like $2.50, $3 or something. And the largest bottle is like 1,000 pills, and you can get it for like 17 or 18 bucks, I feel like. Yeah, you can buy it by the 1,000. Tylenol is definitely an exception. Who needs 1,000 Tylenols? Well, you kind of buy it once and then you never really need to buy it again, you know? Until it expires, I guess, and then you need to buy it again, but it does expire, but it takes like, I don't know, 5-ish years for it to expire, I want to say. 3 years. I mean, fair. Still, you can get it by the 1,000. Usually in like offices and stuff, they do like the bigger bottle of like the 1,000, just because if any of your employees or anything like that get shit. We didn't line this up correctly. If any of your employees, you know, have a headache or whatever like that, you don't want them to have to go home or to have to get their own Tylenol. So you'll buy the big bottle of like 1,000 or 500 or whatever, and you'll just leave it in the office for everyone to share. If they need a Tylenol, they'll grab a Tylenol, you know, whatever. I feel like individual people don't usually buy it like that unless they are using a lot of the product. Let's try like here. Gotta try to get those points to line up correctly here. Because some of these corners, whoever made this has a lot of stupid ass corners that they didn't count on. Whoever designed this curvature is being fucking dumb. Tylenol? Really? Do you mean like in a single dose? Or like a single day, rather? Where did you mean to put that 500 right there? You said one pill is about 500 milligrams. So are you saying a single dose of aspirin is 1,000 times? No, that math can't be right. That math feels wrong. Feels wrong. Shit. Where did you mean to put more than 8? Okay, so each one is like 25 grams of use then, right? Or 50 if it's 8? No. I'm confused then. Much confusion. Oh, okay. I got confused because of metrics. I got metric confused. I didn't read milligram, I just read both as gram. Okay. Now that makes sense. Now what you said makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Sorry, we have eagle units over here. We have bald eagle forms of currency, so you never really know. Glazed donuts per bald eagle, yeah, exactly. All right, this one's got to go fucking. Wait. Do we go this way? Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, they teach us metric when we do science classes, like in school. But they do not teach us metric from the beginning. They teach us inches and feet and yards. Yeah, medical's metric all over the world. Yeah, 100%. Science as well. But it wasn't always metric universally, because there were a couple rocket flights to the moon, I believe, that didn't work because when we tried to convert to metric or our system to imperial to metric, it just didn't work. And the conversion like got wrong or something. Yeah. Yeah. Very true. I wonder if that parrot is still over there. Do you still exist, parrot? Holy crap, they still exist! Golly. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Can't believe the parrots are still living there. They've been just like chilling in the water for a long time now. Haven't despawned somehow. It's crazy. Yeah. Does still mean you have an opportunity to save them, though, because we thought they were lost to the void, and instead they're just chilling in the water still. still have that opportunity. They've been drowning for a really long time. I just want you to know. You basically are making them suffer. You're like, oh, they'll despawn, and then they haven't. So now they're just eternally suffering over here in the overworld. It might even be worse at this point, because now you're just like, you are a voluntary accomplice in their demise. You were like, nah, they're gonna go away. They're gonna despawn peacefully, and they haven't. Every few pillars, one pillar is super wonky, and it throws me off. It's because of these fucking angles that some stupid ass Ninja Turtle made. When they were creating the boundaries of this shit, some stupid-ass Ninja Turtle wearing a Speedo decided that that was going to be the good angle to go at. And then that angle ends up not working out. You made a skin. Very nice. What did you end up making? Stupid ass Ninja Turtle. Agent 47. Is that from the game Hitman? Nice, nice. Very nice. Did you do all the fancy stuff with it too? Like if you go into options and skin customization, you can change, like he can have sleeves and then he can have a jacket, and then like you can take off the jacket and the right sleeve and the pant leg and the main hand and the hat. Did you do all the fancy things? Nope. Truly you did not. Yeah, you can add to your skin, basically, and you can make it so you can change those aspects. So, like, you can change your skin almost entirely just by changing those without actually changing your skin, just with the Minecraft options. Very, very cool. A lot of people make good use out of it. I am not one of those people. I have not made that part of the skin. A lot of people, though, have used it to their advantage, and I definitely have not. Like I've seen for them playing UHC, they like ripped off their sleeves and they looked more buff or whatever in the Minecraft skin. And then whenever they go back to building or whatever, they just put on their shirt and like they're no longer buff. Could make it. You have the hex code saved for the colors. Nice. Yeah, I didn't bother doing all that, to be honest with you. I've had this skin for a very long time. A very, very fucking long time. So much so that I still think it has errors in the skin that I haven't fixed. Like, I think there is still errors in... How do I lift up my hand? I think, like, underneath my armpits, there still is stuff that's, like, missing pixels and stuff. Torch. Yeah, fair. Torch raises his hand. I don't have a torch. I don't have a torch. But I'm pretty sure I'm still missing pixels on this skin somewhere that I haven't fixed in 12 or 13 years or 14 years at this point. Whatever it is. Long time. Long time. I have played this game since alpha, yes. Alpha version, which I think was 2009. I played in alpha and then I played again in beta. But like I didn't play a whole lot in alpha because like there wasn't a whole lot yet. Like the idea was there, but the grass was puke green. There was no sprinting. You had to eat to restore health instead of to restore saturation and all of that stuff. Long time ago. I want to say Minecraft launched in 2009. So going on 16 years or close to 17 years now. Like I didn't play it that whole time, but alpha in 09, yep. Yep. Been a very long time. If I had to estimate at this point, I think I have close, like definitely over a year, but probably closer to 2 full years of my life into this game over the last 17 years. Probably close to 2 full years. Like across all of the servers that I played on, all of the single player that I played on, all of the mini games that I played on, the modded worlds that I played on, I think it'd be very close to 2 years. A long time though, for sure. Mental amount of time. Enormous. Oh, balls. There's too many mobs here. Let's try fly away real quick and then come back, and hopefully all the mobs will spawn over here and we can go back over there. Really, as long as there's not a skeleton near me, we're fine. Ow. Hi, baby zombie. Yeah. Long time of play, though. This is easily my most played game in the entire world. Ever. All time, 100%. And it may even eclipse, like, the amount of time played in this game may even eclipse every other game that I have hours in. It may be that close. Like, for example, I have 640 hours in Path of Exile 2 right now. That's like, or 600, yeah, 640, and that's like 10 days, 20 days or whatever. And that's like one of my most played games as well. Maybe League of Legends more than PoE, but that's one of the big ones. And I genuinely think if you added all the hours I've put into every single game, it would not match how many hours I have in Minecraft. which is kind of fucking crazy to think about, but... Oh, wow! Skeletons can have copper armor now. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Let's just get rid of these skeletons so that we don't have to deal with them. And we can do our next pillar. Yeah, that's cool. They can wear copper armor now, I guess. Not really useful, but they can. Not very useful. Not gonna lie, I am still kind of hungry right now. I should make like a quesadilla or something. Maybe I'll just have a yogurt on our next break here or something. Maybe a yogurt. Jesus, almost flew off the handle there. Well, after today, I tell you what, you can't tell me that I haven't made fucking progress on this. I'll tell you what. You cannot tell me that I haven't made fucking progress. A lot of progress has been made. Look at this. So all the way over to here is now scaffolding, and only a little bit left, which is kind of nutty. It's kind of nutty. All right, we're going to hit the ads a little early. So ads start in a minute. We're going to be right back. And I'm going to have myself probably a yogurt real quick and maybe some pretzels. I don't know. I'll be right back, though, guys. Okay, I am back adjacent. I am back adjacent. I am back adjacent. I have made some food, and we're going to eat that before we continue. So, enjoy the mukbang mixed with the Minecraft music, I guess. I made egg fried rice with some sambal, some gochujang, some sesame oil, some sweet Thai chili sauce, fried eggs, and dark soy sauce in a curry rice. And that is what we're eating, in case you wondered. Isn't mukbang just the act of like hearing someone eat into a microphone? Isn't that what mukbang is? You don't know? I think that's what it is. Perfect amount of spice. I do the sambal, which is like very spicy, but then I mix it with the Thai sweet chili sauce. Eating a family dinner by yourself? I don't think so. I think it is just like eating with your mouth open on like a microphone for other people to listen to or whatever, or see. You don't know what sambal is? It's like, it's a hot pepper sauce, I guess, that is used for stir fries in like Asia or Asian cultures, like Thai food. Regardless, it's very good. Thai or Indonesian, maybe, is where it might be more familiar with. Very good, though. I don't love spicy food, but I do love it to have a kick. So I want it to be spicy, but not taking over my entire mouth. Like, I want to feel it, but not taking over my entire mouth. Doze off soon? I can imagine. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning over there. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I may have added too much chili. It is still a little bit hot. I'm sweating. I'm sweating over here. It's really good, but I may have added a little too much heat. And also wish I had some kind of meat to go with this as well. And some green scallions. Like some chicken thigh with this would go fucking hard. Crispy skin thigh meat, I think, would be fucking amazing with this. It's very good, though. Very good. I like all the random things in my fried rice, too, that I just didn't have today. Like, broccoli is great in it. Some snow peas are great in it. I love peppers in it, like bell peppers. Mushrooms are fine. Carrots. Like, just anything to make it, like, boom, in your face is just delicious. Like, I want that egg fried rice taste, but I want all the fixins. Like, water chestnuts are also amazing. Like, toasted peanuts or cashews are great in it. The amount of shit you can put in egg fried rice is crazy, by the way. Oh, that was so good, though. I was fucking hungry. I was like, what do I have? And it turns out that I had just enough rice to do a whole portion leftover rice. I usually make 5 cups at a time for whatever dishes, because I would prefer rice over just about anything. Like, if you're going to put meat on something, I'd prefer it on rice over noodles and over potatoes, for example. So I'll make like 5 cups of curry rice or some kind of rice at a time. And making 5 cups of rice, very, very easy, because the rice cooker does all the work. You add some turmeric, some salt, some bay leaves, some garlic powder, some fresh garlic in there. You'll add some garam masala or curry powder, depending on what you're feeling that day. And it makes a whole ass batch of really good rice. Very flavorful. And you can even take it up a notch too, which I often do, by getting like a full chicken and then roasting off the bones and the skin, and then making a stock with all of the fixins and the leftovers, and then you make the rice with that broth on top of all those seasonings, and god damn, it is so good. And then every once in a while, I like to do like a Spanish rice, and I add saison, which is also amazing. Very, very flavorful, packs a punch. Turns your rice a little bit more on the reddish color. You can do like diced tomatoes in there. Like, rice is so goddamn versatile that you can do just about anything with it, and I love it. So it never really gets boring because you just have endless possibilities of rice. Endless riceabilities, as it were. You just have it, right? And I think that's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Fucking beautiful, man. I would love to do a cooking stream someday. I'd have to get the cameras for that, but I would love to do a cooking stream. That would be very, very fun. Show you how I make some stuff and, you know, maybe meal prep with you guys. That would be loads of fun. And then just kind of take you through it and see what's what. That would be very, very fun. We're very far off of that, but at some point I would love to do it. All right. We need to really dive in right now. We need to lock in, not dive in. We need to lock the fuck in right now and see if we can't get all of these pillars up and ready for us to fill in. Like, all we have to do is make it to right there, and then we're done. So I would really like to see if we can't do that. Really like to see. Each one of these pillars gets us closer, but obviously it is a lot of pillars to reach the end goal of that. So we'll see. At this point, because we're more than halfway, though, I kind of feel a little bit obligated to make it to the end. But the troll in me is like, ooh, what if you just waited just before the end and then stopped? So, constant battle of wills that we're fighting here. Both of my own will, but wills nonetheless. So my nose is running a little bit, and I'm still sweating from the heat of those chilies. Hot, but I like it. What should I make tomorrow? Thinking maybe like katsu. That sounds really, really good. Maybe like a pork belly sounds pretty damn good. I'm also thinking like short ribs. All of those sound really, really good, but I don't know which one I will actually make or if I will make any of those things. Because either way, I have to go to the store, and that's the problem. If I didn't have to go to the store, I would be much more inclined to make any and or all of those things. The fact that I do have to go to the store before I can make any of those things, though, sounds kind of fucking terrible. But my freezer is full-ish at the moment, and I really need to use all of the things inside of it, and just haven't. Like, there was frozen broccoli in there, and I chose not to do that in the rice today for whatever reason, for time constraints, or just because I was feeling lazy, but regardless, we chose not to do that. And we really need to. Like, we need to either throw away what's in the freezer or eat it, and I would rather eat it than waste it. And like everything that's in the freezer is actually stuff that I like. It's just I gotta force myself to do it. Gotta force myself to do it. Just like this wall, you know? Not really a wall, I guess. Mountain range, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it is what it is. All right, let's try here. I do know for sure we will not have enough blocks in our inventory to finish this. But I don't know. Finishing it is like a good chunk of work. And it is getting quite late here. Working third shifts sucks. That's all I can say. You gotta go to bed real early, get your naps where you can, or just be permanently tired, which I usually am. I am very tired all the time, And no matter what I do, I can never seem to catch up on the amount of sleep that I actually require. Like sleep for 12 hours, can't get it. Sleep for 10 hours, can't get it. Sleep for 8 hours, can't get it. Can't sleep for 6 hours, doesn't matter. There is no like right number of amount of sleep for me to like feel awake and or energized, and that is very sad news. I think we may take a page from Vigi's World. Do the fog effect over there just so we can actually have a squid farm there. That could be kind of cool. Who knows? Who frickin' knows? Do have ads again. It feels like very quickly. It seems very quick to have ads again. So we may snooze this one because obviously we made our egg fried rice. So I do feel like I owe you guys a little bit of uninterrupted time. Excuse me. Jesus. It was a big one. Was a biggin. Yeah, there's a lot more work than you think it is to put up all these pillars. You think it's just going to be done in like 20 minutes, but this could easily take us an hour to get over there. So I guess we shall see what we're going to end up doing here. We're going to need to dig this down like a stupid number of levels also. A stupid amount. And I know originally we started doing it just because the resources part of it was very high and we needed a lot of resources. Now I think we just need to do it because it is the one thing that like we haven't put any effort into thus far, and it's kind of annoying me at this point how much of a blank canvas it is. Bum, 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 bum. Good. Just about out of stone. I guess we'll sleep again then, since we're out of stone. Or do we just call it there? Unsure. Unsure either way here. Can see that like we've made a lot of progress though. Like you're gonna see this and you're gonna be like, what the fuck is that? It'll be better once we reach the end, obviously, but then we have to start filling it all in, and that's gonna take a long time. And we have to decide what we're doing here. And if we're keeping that water and, you know, a lot of things that coincide with it. Definitely going to have an arch tunnel over here. And it feels like I just need to have a big mountain-ish area there, but I don't know. All right, let me check something real quick. Okay, we've actually been going for 3.5 hours, which is way longer than I had intended to go for today. So I think we will finish the scaffolding tomorrow, I guess. Or we'll play PoE tomorrow. I'm not sure. Either way, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, if you guys enjoy what I'm doing here, the craziness that I talk about, the randomness that I talk about, be sure to hit that follow button and catch me next time. So again, thanks so much, guys. And until freaking next time, ciao.